guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone is doing well. It was raining this morning, a little bit of flurries, but it's clearing up in beautiful Pittsburgh. Could not be more grateful for that. Today's job, we got a dumpster pad to do and a couple other small pads that are tripping hazards, and we got a set of steps to do here at this apartment complex. This is for a management company we do a lot of work for, so it should definitely be a nice, easy laid project in and out. We got the guys taking off the E42. This is our machine of choice for today, just because we know this pad, well, this dumpster pads are usually 6 to 8 inches, and they're reinforced with either wire mesh or some kind of rebar reinforcement. So it'll just be easier to use that excavator to hammer everything out and then pick everything up, and we'll load it on the F650 and get it out of here. So yeah, today should be a fun day. Like I said, I'm thankful the weather cleared up for us, so it's time to get to work, and I'll see you guys when I get back in the machine. Put the ramps up and try to get that trailer as far back as possible from me. Unhook it. So unhook it and you can put the chains back in the trailer. So just to be on the safe side, you always want to do a saw cut. This is pretty much government, so any kind of, it's basically zero tolerance. So we had this pad was all cracked up. We got to get this out. We inspected this one, there ain't no cracks, so we're going to keep this one. It's good to go. So basically I went with my saw. I'm actually surprised it wasn't poured together or even kind of connected with some kind of rebar reinforcement or anything like that, but it is what it is. So yeah, I got that cut out. And I tell you what, in the comments, guess how thick you think this pad is. If I had to guess, I would say about 6 inches, but we're about to find out right now. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, one last thing before I get started, and this is kind of what I love most about this machine. You can keep the thumb on and the breaker, because I guess they call it a diverter valve. So all I'm doing is doing a nice little turn, and let's get this turn. Hopefully I'm not turning it the wrong way. Yep, nice little turn like that. And then now the bucket's off, but the hammer's on. So you don't have to strap up, because we use with our old E32, we had to strap this up, and it's just a whole bunch of work for what. But one thing I really love about this machine is that diverter valve option. But I'll be doing a review on this machine because she's a beast, man. I really love this machine. She was taking bin box off the truck and a whole bunch more. But yeah, that's one of the biggest things, and I'll be doing a review on this E42 for sure soon. But all right, let's get to it. All right, so moment of truth. Let's see. Whoop. That's around, let's say 8.5 inches. Let's try to get another piece. 8 to 9. So yeah, definitely exceeded my expectations. Thick slab. That's how dumpster pads are supposed to be poured. We pour them at 8 inches with 6x6 wire reinforcement, 4,000 psi fiber mesh. So that's how it's supposed to be poured.
Done with the steps.
All right, just start working on the pads, and then, you know what I'm saying? They got the power wheelbarrows. They come in handy because it's kind of a slope coming down and coming up. So you cannot beat those power wheelbarrows. If you don't have a concrete buggy, I definitely would say it's smart to invest in one of those power wheelbarrows. They're around $1,100 compared to a new buggy, a new track swivel buggy, which will run you around $23,000, $24,000 now, which is March 2023. All right, so let's check on the guys. They just got done with the first set of steps. They're working on the pads right here. Sorry, it's a bit loud. We got the generators going. There wasn't no power here. I gotta make sure they get coned. So this is the first set of steps right here. They was in real bad shape. So we'll get these framed up and poured today. Let me make sure they get some cones. Yo, go grab some cones for this. Grab some cones, all right? Some cones, yep, top and bottom. We gotta make sure this is safe. You know that.
We gotta put some cones on there. Is that good? You gotta dig anything out? Or
You'll know whenever you start framing.
oh, all right.
It might have to take a little bit more out, but you'll know. All right, so you guys might notice, you guys might not. At the start, I point this out for people that don't know. This is kind of how we paint things, just so we know what's to be dug out. So I came here and make sure everything was painted, went over it with the guys. So basically what this means right here is a saw cut. So this line basically means a saw cut. We'll do a saw cut here, and then arrows just point in the direction that we need to dig out. So my guys know how to read these. It's really honestly just a bulletproof way just so you guys don't question if you gotta dig out these other 2 pads or any other work that needs to be done. So this is kind of just how we paint things out and get things done. So yeah, hopefully you guys take this as a notes or a pointers or whatever, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know. So there's two down here. So you'll see it. There's one right to the left of the tree, and then one down below. So just 2 more pads, and then you guys can come back and start framing on the steps in these pads. See, they put everything in them Power Wheel Bros, man. Got the new guy here. He's doing pretty good. You can just follow B. Follow Willie's guys. And then Peter is unfortunately left behind dragging the generator. You all right, man? Get this generator cut off real quick. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little better now. About to check on Pete down here, putting these steps in. It's pretty much second to last thing we gotta do.
I mean, I got to the last step, but you always gotta take a step back and look at your work. And I realized that this step was offsiding a little bit, so I put my triangle on just to check to make sure that I was squared, and I wasn't squared. So I took these screws out, moved this up a little bit, and now I'm squared and my tread is on point and ready to go. So I'm gonna screw these back in, then get this one screwed in, and I'm good to go.
Cool. So yeah, it's always just about double checking your work, taking your time. Every so often you want to step back and take a look, make sure everything looks square to the eye, make sure everything looks plumb to the eye. If it don't, definitely, like I said, we take pride in our work and we make sure everything's 110%. But yeah, we're getting these steps in, looking real good. So there are multiple ways you can do these kind of steps. We basically ran 2 stringers going down. Those are actually 2x12s. You can box them. There's different ways you can do them, but for this application, we ran 2 stringers going down. We knew our original steps here were 11 3/4, so we basically did a trace going up. We 2 things you want to make sure. You want to make sure the water's properly flowing off the step, as well as these steps are perfectly plumb. So basically we traced them going all the way up, and that's what we're going on. He still has to fix this last one. I know some of you guys might say something, we're not done yet, but yeah, anyways, after we trace them, I do a second trace with this small block. Just basically, hopefully you guys can see it in here. It basically simulates the width of the actual 2x8, and then after that we'll start screwing in our 2x4 pieces going up. Once we screw the 2x4 pieces is whenever we screw in our 8s to here, and once we do that, we'll make sure everything's square. We'll do another marking, we'll screw our 2x4s in, and then we'll basically, our last screw will be this screw, making sure everything's perfectly plumb from here to here. Hopefully it makes sense. Peter been working while I was over there, as you guys can see, so I couldn't get this on camera, but I just wanted to basically tell you guys how it's done. Hopefully you guys will understand it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Last thing we got to do on this, and then I'll get that top part framed up real quick, real easy, and then yeah, we'll be all good to go. All right, day's winding down. We got pretty much both sides framed up. Pete's over there just getting that last piece framed in. We use wooden stakes for this one because we couldn't, once we put our metal framing pins, this is pretty much what we use. I know the guys in like California, they like to use the wooden stakes, but we use these steel stakes. But anyways, yeah, you couldn't, you couldn't, well, basically these steel stakes got holes in them for screws, so we weren't able to get them screwed in, so that's the reason we use the steel stakes. But making progress. Dang, man, you all right?
Yeah, just beat.
All right, guys, so that's pretty much it for day one. Made some good progress. As you guys can see, we got those steps done. Got everything coned off. This pad over here and a couple more pads over there. Manager came by. Like I said, this is a zero tolerance. This is like state funded property. So we're gonna knock out a couple small curb patches. There's caution, putting caution tape down around this dumpster pad. Got everything cleaned up. We always respect everyone else's living space. Make sure the job site's nice and tidy, just how we got it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We got some stone down, got around 4.5 ton down. We'll come back and get that compacted. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. So everything's looking real good. We're chaining up the excavator and we're getting ready to get up out of here. So I will see you guys on concrete day. Let's go. Concrete's here. Ready? Grab, just get some floats out, a couple edgers and a couple joiners. Make sure the joiners are the same, all right? You could just mix up a 6, bro.
Yeah, that's all you guys got, or you got?
So we got this. We got a set of steps over there, and then probably like 4 or 5 pads. So you could pour this. We're gonna wheelie the steps, and we'll pretty much wheelie everything else after this.
Okay.
Yep.
What you get? 5.5?
Come on, 6.
Come on now, make sure we pull that up because they gonna really think about that.
So you keep pulling it up, and I'll float it. Make sure it's pulled up more.
Knock it down so that stuff ain't spread.
What's going on, guys? Hopefully you're enjoying the video. If you like how we do things and you're interested in any past projects, check us out on Instagram. That's where all of our past work's at. Also, if you want to see some day-to-days, how we do things, how we run things, that's where to check us out at. Also, don't be afraid to hit me in the DMs. I'm always happy to help you guys. Any questions on how we get business or how we specifically do things, I'm always willing to help. So definitely hit us up on Instagram, DM me. I'm always willing to help out. Thanks for watching. After this, D, you can clean off the bull float, and then you can just hook up the broom. All right. Let's see it. Power wheelies, guys. Power wheelies. I got you. Come up. Wait. Pull up. All right. see that float? The new guy. Let's see it. Let's see it. Woo! Yep, come on, I got you. Yes, sir. Keep coming, keep coming. All right, you can take off the gas. No gas, come on. Just pull up, pull up. All right. Tilt her. That's how you get strong, man. That's good, B. That's enough. Got a shovel? You got a shovel? Take them down to the next spot.
Alright.
I'll meet y'all over there. Just fill them up. Pro tip, if you want to do concrete, you better be ready to get dirty. Whenever you're floating out your lines, make sure you clean this stuff off, clean your edge off. In this case, I can dump it in here because we're filling this up with cold patch anyways. Come, slide it in. This part's tilting back. This part's up just a tiny bit. And you glide with her. Come back, other way. Hopefully you guys can see that line. Once I see that line, real light, you don't want to do too much of indentation, but once I see that line, I know I'm groovy. Keep going up. Anything like this, throw that in here. Make sure I'm checking for my line. Takes patience, takes time. Come in, go back. Once I see my line, I know I'm good. Come back this way, keep rolling. That's how you do it. We got everything picture framed. We're still deciding if we're going to do hand joints or just saw cut it. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll hop on top of it once it tightens up. We'll get it nice and floated out. Broom it off. It's standard broom finish. And that'll be that. All right, so whenever we do steps, it's not there yet, but cleaning them up, going up, we'll do a second hit and then we'll let them sit until they're tight enough for us to pull the forms off. But like I said earlier, I like using the fatter edger, and we use like a smooth trowel. So I'll get the smooth trowel just to make sure I'm right under the form, so everything's cleaned up. I like to get in here too, just so whenever you take that form off, you don't have a nice hunk of concrete you gotta try to smooth out once it's tightened up. So I'll come in here, make sure this is all hit. And something as simple as going in with your trowel and making sure everything's smooth will save you so much time, especially whenever it's hot out and you don't have much time. Something simple as that will save you. But once I smooth everything out with my trowel, come with my edger, clean it up. As you guys can see, it's definitely still wet. I'm just getting everything edged up and getting under this form. I'll get this side edged up, make sure I'm getting under the form. Just want to do a quick smoother out, and then that's pretty much it until your steps are tighter. It's probably gonna be maybe like an hour. It's about 40 degrees out right now, but yeah, I'll
keep repeating this process till I make it up to the top. This ain't the final, this is like the second hit. You get it in, you let it tighten up a little bit, you hit it with your edger, your trowel, you get under the forms, and then depending on the weather, it's time to finish her up.
What's 176 divided by 2?
That'll be 86.
No. 88.
88.
Close.
Almost.
Pinel's education, baby.
That's because 8 times 2. You said 1. Yup, that's because 8 times 2 is 6. Yup.
All right, let's come on the other side.
I wish I was here when you first started learning, man.
Who, me?
Yeah, you didn't always know how to do this. You had to learn.
3 years ago, Peter.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
definitely wasn't 3 years ago. No, it wasn't.
It was more than 3 years ago, dude.
See, look, I don't even know why. Here, come hold this. I don't even know why you listen to me.
They be hating, Cody.
They're right.
All right.
You got buckets over there, D? No. Water? I don't know. You want buckets over there?
Trying to clean this off and the straight edge too. And then clean that off. We're gonna need that for later. Got 2 corner controlled cracks because people are definitely gonna be driving over the corners.
Here, D, take this bucket over there.
And this is my little gadget. This is how I did that time lapse.
Yeah, sun on her. Sun on her.
You got a job? Yeah. Come right around here. I don't know. You in a rush to get this one.
All right, she's all floated out. Just gotta let her tighten up some, and then we can broom it. She's still a little bit too wet, so we'll probably give it around 15-20 minutes. Let it tighten up some, just so the broom's not dragging. And but yeah, pretty much it. Step still got some time. The guys knocked out a couple of the pads that pretty much ready. So yeah, that's pretty much wrapping it up. Man. What's up?
This bucket of water?
I will still keep it. Yep. The water is pretty much the last thing.
Yeah. Took everything for the truck.
All right. All right, guys, I just finished up with the steps. A nice broom finish here. So we got those done. Small set of steps. A bunch of small pads around this property just like this. There's probably like around 5 more. I'm not gonna walk around, but this is pretty much what they look like, the standard broom finish pads. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for this one. We're about to wrap this one up with caution tape. Nice standard broom finish dumpster pad, looking real good. You guys did a good job executing this one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, and subscribe. A lot more videos on the way. Everyone take care, stay blessed, and I will see you on the next one.